right, here we have the task number 1 notes to follow along in your packet. As a reminder, you can only label sides on a right triangle. So it has to have that right angle in it. Anything else we cannot do anything with right now. All right, so the hypotenuse, we did this last week, is the longest side of a right triangle. And we know that it's the hypotenuse because it's across from the right angle. All right. Now, we usually in trig, we mark a specific angle, so not the right angle, but one of the other two, with either a variable, so that's any letter. We mark it with an arc, or we mark it with this guy. It looks like an O with a horizontal line through it, and we pronounce that guy as a theta. All right, so we mark off one leg, or one angle, and then we can label the other two. The adjacent side is the leg that is touching the marked angle. And then the opposite side is the leg that is across from the marked angle. So this has nothing to do with the right angle this time. The hypotenuse has to do with the right angle. Opposite and adjacent have to do with the one that got marked. So if we look down, it asks us to label each side as being the opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse. So what I would recommend is to right now go through and find this right angle in the corner there. But across from that is the hypotenuse. All right. Now down here, this guy got marked with an arc. So here is the angle that I care about. Adjacent is usually the easiest one to do because the angle will always be touching the hypotenuse. So if you did that first, you know that that side is not the hypotenuse. But this side that is touching that marked angle, that is adjacent. And if I follow that marked angle across the triangle, this guy will be the opposite. All right, so let's do that again. So find your right angle. Across from the right angle, that's the hypotenuse. Find the angle that got marked. So they might put an X in this spot, or a theta, or an A, any letter. Touching this marked angle is going to be the adjacent. And it couldn't have been this side because this side was the hypotenuse. That's why it's important to mark the hypotenuse first. And then across from your angle, this guy is opposite. All right, let's do 2 more here together. So this right angle, across from the right angle is going to be your hypotenuse. And then you find your marked angle. Touching the marked angle is going to be the adjacent side. And across from the marked angle is going to be the opposite. All right, last one that we'll do together. Find your right angle. Across from the right angle is your hypotenuse. Find your marked angle. Touching it is going to be the adjacent. Across is going to be the opposite. All right, we're going to pause the video here so that you can try these next couple problems on your own. Hit play once you're finished so that you can check your answers. All right, and here we've got them down. I marked all the hypotenuses in red with the letter H. I marked all the adjacent sides with the blue letter A, and I marked all the opposites with the green letter O.